golf is not just something that I do. It's not my life, you know.
That's kind of the model that a lot of younger golfers are trying to take over now. Is what Scottie's doing is, you know, golf's not his identity, and I believe the same thing. And you know, because we do just play golf for a living. I mean, it's amazing, but it's not our identity.
Has your faith always been a big part of your life?
Massive, yeah. It's over the last 3 years. So
Okay.
I grew up, actually, my mom and dad were Christian, my sisters were Christian, and you know, I always in high school was always a little bit skeptical, and I was actually atheist, so I just didn't believe anything. I actually tried to prove it wasn't right. I remember one day I was, you know, whatever, walking in college my freshman year, and I was kind of struggling a little bit mentally, and you know, I wasn't playing good, but golf's golf, that's whatever. And I just was struggling mentally, and I remember walking one day, and I saw this guy on the side of the street after I went to class for 2 minutes and left because I just did my attendance and left. I was, you know, not in a good mood, and I saw this guy, and he looked homeless. So I just tried to kind of walk around him, and he looked at me. He said, "Are you okay?" I said, "Oh." I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." I kind of shrugged him off and walked past him. And they said, "It's my back," and he said, "Are you okay?" So I turned around and I said, "Yeah, man, I'm fine. Like I don't need help." And then he pulls out a Bible behind him and hands it to me and goes, "Jesus loves you." And that was the first moment in my life where it kind of just struck me, where I was like, "This, you know, this is just such an awe moment," because I was thinking about Jesus the last couple of weeks, and then I went back and went up to the one Bible verse, you know, that I knew at the time was John 3:16. So for God so loved the world, He gave His one and only Son. You know, I just kind of went from there, and then Jace Barber from CGF came into my life a week later.
Wow.
And I just spilled everything to him. I just spilled my whole life story because I was like, I know Jesus is trying to reach out to me and come to me, and ever since then, I've just tried to follow my faith as much as I can. Obviously, it's hard. You know, you're going to make mistakes. It's just amazing to see the process of what I'm doing.